But no, no, it's been a lot of fun. I honestly like just sometimes would just sit at home and like just watch the video of like of me swinging
Oh
for
yeah, you
like,
like break down the parts that are going.
and I'm
Yeah,
like just like obsessed.
it's so
Um,
funny. Baseball's
yeah,
so crazy, dude. I love it.
yeah. I have friends in town who have like DM'd me and they're like, "Where was my invite to this?" And I'm like,
Let's
go.
go.
Let's go
Let's
hit.
go.
Like, come
Get your
on."
glove, dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do. I mean, we did it a couple times in the spring. It's just like, yo, let's go to a batting cage. Like, let's just go. I'll get my buddy. He'll throw batting practice. Let's just go. Like hitting, bro. There's something so closely like we can both relate to this satisfying about having like a mental health problem and then going out and just bashing baseballs and like I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I don't fucking care. Like you're just smoking baseballs.
There's
Um,
a pavilion, kind of like I think you saw in the one of the videos, like in the
mhm.
distance on the field. I can hit the ball now. Like I finally hit a ball into it.
Nice.
I'm trying to hit a ball like either like to hit the roof or hit it over. Um,
Just gotta use
but
your lower half, your
yeah,
legs. When you lift too, lift your legs. That's like the most, bro. I used to lift upper body almost exclusively, and then a couple years ago, my buddy was like, "Yo, if you want to hit home runs, beef up your legs because as soon as your hip flexor, when your hip flexor turns fast, you just crush the ball, and it
yeah.
works.
Also, this sounds really, it probably sounds really weird, but when I got home, like I was, because also like I'm hitting balls outside. Not only is it like hot, it's just humid as
Humid,
fuck.
it's like muggy, yeah.
I'm drenched
Mhm.
in sweat, and I like took my shirt off, and I was like, from hitting bats, like from the exercise, from the sweat, like I was like, I look in the mirror, I'm like, I've never looked more jacked in my
Yeah, you're like,
life.
I'm looking good. Yeah, bro.
Like shit, I should just do this all the time.
Dude, I went yesterday. We had like a little practice. Hell, oh, by the way, hi everybody.
Oh yeah, hey, welcome
Hey,
back to Not From Boston. I'm
we
Bennett,
jumped.
and
I'm Harry.
Harry won MVP.
So we jumped into a conversation before, and then we realized we should be recording. What we're talking about is, yeah. So I had my men's league MVP award, and I was lucky enough to win it, which is really cool. And I was telling Bennett that my coach for my men's league team really wants me to try out for LA Valley Junior College. He was like, I can get you a tryout potentially, or not get me a tryout, but like kind of set it up. And he sent me the form to fill out and everything. And yeah, we'll see. I'm considering it. I'm not certain I'm going to do it yet because like I would have to go back to college,
Yeah,
which Bennett's going back to college for like a different reason. Like I would be going back to college just to play baseball.
yeah,
So we'll see. But we got into a long conversation about how great baseball, just hitting baseballs is, and Bennett's
yeah,
been hitting a lot of baseballs out in New York, and it's just I don't know, dude. There's something so satisfying. Like I've played all the sports. I love all sports, but like barreling a baseball, there's something about hitting the sweet spot. And we got into this conversation really because I was saying if I go back and make the team, which again, there's no guarantees, but they use metal bats in college. And I like metal bats, but I love wood bats. And there's something so crazy good about like the feeling on your hands when you barrel a wood bat. Oh my god, dude. It's like almost as good as an orgasm. It's not quite as good, but it's like, bro, when you hit the fucking barrel, you're like, yo, like
dude.
that's fucking crazy. Like,
Your wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
no, I actually said, dude, I actually said this to a friend. The only thing that is like, and I really do mean this, the only thing that is better than hitting a home run is like being with the person you love. That's the only thing that's better. So like spending time with Natasha, being with her, like that's the only thing that is better than hitting a home run. And even then I'd be like hitting a home run is like that's like A plus, like being with your person, that's like A plus. Hitting a home run is like A. Like it's
Yeah,
close. It's just not quite the same. There's nothing as good as spending time with the person you love. But anyway,
yeah.
dude,
Wait, so I'm curious because I actually don't know. MVP, what was your stat line? Do you
let's find
know?
out. I pull it up. Yeah, I do. So this league keeps really good stats. So I didn't know this when I joined, but this is one of the oldest. It's like a semi-professional, amateur
Hmm.
men's league in the country. It's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
So I do know this is not, a little humble brag here, but apparently I set the league record for my division in hits, doubles, and triples in a single season, which is pretty
Shit.
cool. I did not know that. So my buddy texted me. He like kind of looks at all the stats and he was like, "Yo, just so you know, like no one's ever had. I know I had 42 hits in 18 games, which is pretty good.
Damn. Yeah.
Here, I'll pull it up on my phone. I believe. Here we go. So the way the MVP award works is it's a point system.
Hmm.
So if you get, a single, it's 1 point. A run is a point. An RBI is a point. A double's two. A home run's actually six because it's four bases, a run, and an RBI. Triples 3 points, so on and so forth. And then if you strike out, you lose a point. And if
Hmm.
you get caught stealing, you lose a point. Stolen base is a point. Walk is a point. Hit by pitch is a point. Basically,
Oh,
anything positive offensively is going to be a point. And then
yeah.
stolen base, getting caught stealing, getting picked off, and striking out, you lose a point. So here's my stat line. Let's see. Double A division, PCBL, no big deal. I hit 575.
What?
Yeah, with a 1.570 OPS, and I had two homers, two homers, five triples, and 13 doubles.
Jesus Christ.
Had a good year.
Good job, man.
Thanks, man.
Um, yeah, fuck.
Now,
That's nuts.
on the flip side, I pitched quite a few innings and had a 7.9 ERA. So
Uh,
it's
yeah.
not all glory and gold, that was
Wi-
pretty bad. But
So with
20
that
20 walks, brutal.
point system, like
Hmm.
are pitchers eligible to be MVP?
There's a Cy Young, so there's a different
Okay.
award.
But like a pitcher should still be able to win. Sometimes the pitcher is your MVP, man. Like,
I don't know if that's ever happened in this league. Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I know there's a Cy Young award in this guy, Miguel De Leon, in our league. He won the Cy Young, and he's nasty. He's a really
mm.
good pitcher, although your boy hit a homer off of him, so it is
Yeah.
what it is. But then he got me out like four times after that. He's really good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. I know there's four awards. They have the batting title, the batting average, MVP, Cy Young, and ERA title.
Mhm.
So those are the four awards that they give out. The more important thing, though, I've never been a huge individual accomplishment player, especially if the team isn't good. The more important thing is we are the number one seed going into the playoffs. So we have a bye this week.
Nice.
So, and then Bennett's going to be joining the team in the fall, I hope.
That's the plan. I mean, I'll just see how hard school is.
Yeah, it's only Sunday. It's just one day a week,
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so we'll be playing. There's a few good teams in the league this weekend. The lower seeds play, and then yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I would love to. I told my buddies this on the team. Like the whole award thing doesn't matter if you don't win the championship. If you lose in the championship, you're like, who gives a fuck? Like I don't care about MVP. Like it's like not as
Yeah.
exciting. So anyway, that's what's been happening in the men's baseball world. How about in the Major League Baseball world? Last time we left off, I believe I said this is the biggest week of the season. They have to win all these games against Colorado and Washington, and we went through those. And then how good would a split be with the Rays? Well, we did a little bit better than a split.
Yeah. Yeah. We really we set our expectations kind of low. I really a sweep was not on the table for me. I was not expecting it at all. I shocked
No.
and in the best possible way. That was an
Which
amazing
listen,
series.
with the pitching, I know we had Crochet game 3, but we had Bueller, and who pitched game 2 of that series?
I believe,
Oh, Dobbins, and then he came
yeah,
out.
because
So
Dobbins,
we'll have to talk about that. That's brutal. But
yeah. Well, I think like that's what's kind of amazing is like earlier in the year, if a starter came out early and the bullpen had to come rescue the team, then it was like, oof, like we may not win this game, and then
Mhm.
we're washed for the next two. But it's just like it didn't happen this time because the rest of our starters are like well rested and they're going deep into games, and it really, really worked out for us. I mean, you know, it's just like I'm still kind of like amazed. I'm like, oh shit, like we are now 8 games above 500. We are in a wild card spot. Like we are a game up in the wild card. Like we have the second wild card. It's not even like we're a fringe wild card team.
no, we're like in.
Yeah. But this goes to like what I think, because you were like this week going in is the most important week of the season. I'm like this week, this
Yeah, this
coming
is
week,
week
this
2.
is the most important week of our season because we have to survive 3 first place teams.
And I do think the All-Star break couldn't have come at a worse time. It's just
Could not
really,
come at a worse time.
and this
I
is the third time this has happened in this decade in the 2020s. We've had this
Yeah,
happen 3 times where we're picking it up, and then the All-Star break comes.
dude, I just like don't care for the All-Star game anymore. Like, I
Same.
just don't care.
I do love the All-Star game, but now as a Red Sox fan, I'm like fuck every
Yeah.
year.
Well, it's just like
Um,
we don't have that many because we like Bregman and Crochet didn't play.
mm-mm.
A really good move on Crochet's part to rest. Um,
No
so I'm
need to
like,
pitch.
I only get one of my guys that I want to see. And it's still like I didn't really, I felt like there were a lot of snubs. Didn't really
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, I
Um,
we should talk about the All-Star game a little bit because like
yeah,
I am a sucker for the All-Star game. Of all the All-Star games in American sports, it's like the only one that matters. Like the
yeah.
NBA All-Star game is stupid. It's like 250 to 220. The fucking Pro Bowl is like a flag football game now.
Mhm.
No one cares. But
So
the All-Star game, what's that?
no. So I was gonna keep going now.
I think of all of the American sport All-Star games, this is the best one. I mean, it is exciting. It's great to see like Skeens go out there and like really try to get dudes out. It was really cool seeing Chapman strike out Tatis in the ninth. Like it was,
Mhm. Yeah,
um, I have the swing off. I was like, I don't know
yeah.
about
That's one.
that.
That's what I'm curious about your thoughts.
Listen, I don't mind finishing the game in the ninth inning because it's an exhibition game. So like
Yeah,
I think they've done extra innings in the past, if I'm not mistaken. And I
they. I
have
think
they?
yeah, they have. Yeah.
So I totally get that. It would be a travesty to have somebody go out in the 10th and pitch and like fuck up his arm or something and then like they're out for the season. That would be awful.
I mean, for sure. But that's also a risk in the other like 9 innings.
It is. No, it definitely is. And that's kind of where it's like a swing off. I don't
I just
know.
like
What do
I
you
it,
think? It's hard for me to put my thoughts into that. I was kind of like, what is going on here?
well, I think what's really funny. So it's like I got a couple of thoughts. Like one being like for an All-Star game, like sure, whatever. I swear to God, if I see somebody talk about like bringing this to regular season baseball, I'm a flip shit.
Yeah,
Like no,
ridiculous.
this is a game. Like this is a fun, silly like gimmick thing. Like this is not baseball. Like that's 100% that. Um, I thought it was just really funny that like they're like we're gonna do a swing off. It how does it work? The exact same way the home run derby used to work when it was
Which is
way
the format
better.
that they no longer use. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like I mean All Star Game is one thing. The thing I cannot stand is the home run derby. Now that
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
I miss
Like
the 10 outs.
10 outs made a lot more sense. It took less time. Batters weren't like exhausted. Fans
That's the
enjoyed it.
thing. That's the thing. People used to say, 10 years ago, I don't want to do the home run derby because it mess up my swing. I think
Yeah,
now it's more likely to mess up your swing because you're just like boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. It's like rapid fire. Like I don't think that's a good idea. And honestly, the we watched both. I was watching it with my teammates. We watched both angles. We had the Statcast
The Statcast one
angle.
was cooler,
That's
honestly.
what we stuck with. The regular angle was so weird.
Yeah, because on the regular
What the
broadcast,
hell
it's like
was that?
the camera because they doing that split screen thing, and the camera that's on like the batter hitting is like set up behind the guy pitching, like throwing the
Hmm.
ball, and like so he's taking up more of the frame than the batter is, and he's like in the batter's in the background. It's like I'm like you guys didn't think about this before you said it. Like this is not engaging at all. Like James
It's
Woods is
silly.
tiny.
I also saw this funny. I was gonna send this to you on Instagram. I saw this funny thing on Instagram. It's like the home run derby now, and it's like he hit that ball at 115 miles per hour with a 27-degree exit or
Yeah, I saw this
27-degree
meme.
launch angle, and then the home run derby back then, back, gone, bro.
Dude,
That
oh,
shit was
Chris
sick.
Berman,
Chris
man.
Berman. Oh, that was so great, man. Those old home run derbies. I was thinking about Josh Hamilton, Yankee Stadium, 2009. That was so crazy. And like, I guess there's been a couple big rounds of the new format, but like,
Yeah.
we're not going to see anything like that again, which is just kind of a shame.
I think part of the problem also is that like I think you gotta pick. I mean, it's hard to do because there are only so many stadiums that kind of fit this criteria. But hitting a home run, doing a home run derby in a ballpark that isn't like I think visually cool to hit a home run out of.
Yeah.
Kind of like, no offense to Truist Park, it's pretty standard in
Hmm.
its dimensions and its but like I mean I just remember like the 2006 home run derby at PNC Park
Oh
and
yeah, those splash hits. Yeah.
the 2007 one in San Fran.
Yeah.
Like both those, you're trying to hit it over that wall. You're
Yeah,
trying to hit
22
it into the
of them.
cove. Like that's and like Yankee Stadium, that one, it's like you hitting it into the upper deck in the short porch. Like all of these like hitting it in stadiums with like these quirks, like which is why like Wrigley is in 27,
Hmm.
and like that'll be a cool stadium to do a home run derby at.
Yeah,
And
with the
like
basket.
even they're at the Phillies next year, Citizens Bank Park. Like even that ballpark is a little bit better for that.
Yeah, the
Um,
only thing that Truist Park has is the Chop House in right.
yeah,
Although, dude, I mean, I will bring up the O'Neill Cruz
yeah,
515-foot home run. If that guy gave 10% more of a fuck about baseball,
he
oh my
really,
God.
yeah.
He doesn't care though. It really bothers me because he just doesn't give a shit. Like
I
I
wonder
don't
if
know,
like,
dude. I'm like, he would be an MVP candidate if he cared at all. He doesn't
well, I
care.
wonder if it's like, I wonder if it's like, that he's on the Pirates. Like, I wonder if like if he were
It'll be
on
interesting to see if he gets
Jays
moved.
or something, or like on the Tigers, if he would be a better, if he put in more of an effort.
I think he probably would, but that's still problematic. I don't think that's good. Like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
like when I see that shit, and it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I still see dudes on the Marlins hustling. You know what I mean? Like that
that's true. Yeah.
Stallions guy. He's on the one of the worst franchises in baseball, and he puts his head down and runs. Like,
Well, because they all know they're like they can get traded, and they're like, I want to get
yeah.
traded to a good team.
O'Neal is on a extension, right? Like he's. Did they pay him?
Let me check. I don't think that they did.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe, but
Um,
then why are you walking, bro? If you play well, maybe you'll get traded somewhere good. Like, wouldn't that be? If I'm like the Red Sox, for example, or the Yankees, or like some good team, I'm like, man, I don't want this guy. He's not going to hustle. We've already dealt with players like that.
yeah, yeah. His this offseason will be his first arbitration.
He's going to have a hard time. He's going to have a very hard time winning arbitration. He's been benched
Yeah,
this year. Anyway, I think the other thing I want to bring up before we get into the Sox is like the fan vote thing. I know we've talked about this a little bit. I do think something needs to change because there's a lot of guys that weren't in the All-Star game that I would have loved to see. And it's very frustrating to see dudes that have like a 700 OPS Tatis in the All-Star
yeah,
game. Like that's not right.
yeah,
And I get that it's a popularity contest and you want to see your favorite guys in the All Star game. And I think there should be some, maybe the starters only are fan vote. But
mhm,
like, there were guys in there. I mean, I know Julio dropped out, but they replaced him with Randy because he's on the same team, and that's fine. But like, there's dudes that are way more qualified. I would have loved to. I'm biased, obviously, but like, how is Abreu not in the All Star game and Randy is?
yeah. I think like because I think like for baseball, like diehard baseball fans, it is like, oh, it should be the best players. But I
Yeah,
think for broader like fans, I think for MLB, they're like, no, we want like we want like the fans to see their favorite players on
I
the
get that,
field. Like,
and
and
that's
that
why you should
sometimes
get
that's not
some.
always overlapping. I actually, so I looked at this last week because I was curious. I looked up like I was like, who in the last like 20 years has won MVP but not been in the All-Star game that year? And I actually
Mm,
got some really interesting answers.
mm-hmm.
So Bryce Harper in 2021
Yep.
won the MVP award, didn't get the All-Star. I think Jimmy Rollins in
Yep.
'07, he also Jimmy Rollins in '07 should not have been MVP. That was crazy.
I think it's
Um,
stolen bases.
yeah, but I mean, like
Stolen bases carry so much weight in MVP voting. It's like literally crazy.
OPS under 800, like that's just crazy.
Crazy.
Um, Justin Morneau in '06,
Yeah.
which all again, like he already had, I think, like 30 some, like he was, I think, like pretty close to 30 home runs at the All-Star break, and just like, yeah,
Because he
didn't get
plays
it.
for a not popular team. Like
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's like it's a little silly. I don't know. Like I remember I brought this up in our last episode and I'll bring it up again. I remember in 21 when like Xander was very clearly the best American League shortstop. Like
yeah,
hands down bar none. He had like 16, 17 home runs at the break. He had like 30 doubles at the All-Star break. He was hitting 320 and freaking Bo Bichette had more votes than him, and he was hitting 220
Yeah.
because all of Canada is voting for this guy. That's silly. Like that's not cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is
Right.
whack as hell. So anyway, I love the All Star game. I enjoyed watching it. I didn't. The swing off thing was a little silly to me. It's fine for the All Star game, but yeah, I agree with you. Let's keep it at the All Star game. More importantly, though, it's time to talk second half of the season here because there's a lot of things in the last 3 weeks ago. We were literally saying, who are we going to be trading? Who's going to be gone? What prospects are we looking to bring in?
Yep.
I think we're 8 games above 500 now. We're the hottest team in baseball. Hopefully, knock on wood, that continues. We're going to be buyers. It looks like I would be unless we go out and lose 6 in a row. Then I think we're going to be buyers.
Yeah.
Who's available? I mean, well, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
So I think this is a good question. I was really taken by hearing Jeff Passan say, like he said
Yeah.
on ESPN, like Aroldis Chapman's going nowhere, Bregman's going nowhere.
Yep.
Like if they get another starter, like they're legitimate World Series contenders. And I'm like, ooh, like us? Oh
I
my
didn't like
goodness!
that.
Like,
I didn't like that comment. I didn't like that comment.
just because you're like, it's putting too much, like,
Yeah, I wish he hadn't
yeah.
said that. I saw that and I was like, oh, don't do that. Like,
No,
come on.
I agree. Like, but I also like it is kind of like, yeah, I definitely I'm less on board with trading Chapman now than I was.
It's not. I mean, it's not going to happen now.
We do need a number two starter. We need like another guy to go behind or go between like Bayo and Crochet.
Duran
But
is going to get moved. I think.
Duran, I think, yeah. So I think the thing is the Red Sox. It's like how much prospect capital are they going to be willing to burn? Because that's the only real, like they have way more. I guess if they're going to acquire guys, we don't have a ton of like active roster guys that we're giving up because we're not selling. And so we're going to need to dig into the farm system to do that. And it's like, how much do we want to deplete our farm system like that? Because we don't want to get to the point like that we were in 2019 where we like ended up selling like trading Mookie Betts and all this stuff because the farm system had collapsed. I don't know. I really hope. I know that like Breslow wants to buy. I know everyone wants him to buy. I mean, including me. He better like. I think last year he was like, "Oh, we bought by getting a lot of like little pieces."
Yeah, you got like Danny Jansen. Yeah, I
I'm like,
mean,
you can't do that
I
again.
agree. I agree. No, I agree, and I think really since 20, what did we do in 21 deadline?
Kyle
We did.
Schwarber.
Oh, we brought in Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
So really, since 2022, we haven't been buyers or sellers. We've been very like middle of the pack.
Yeah.
We've done the Danny Jansen type trades. We brought in like,
We got Abreu.
yeah,
Like
that was great.
from
Well, right, we traded Christian Vasquez away, which at the time looked awful, and now it's a
right.
great trade. Um, but I think this is the year, in my opinion, be aggressive. The one thing Passan said that is true, and we've talked about this, the American League sucks. The American League is
Sucks.
really weak. Bro, there's a world in which we finish top of the division now. There
Yeah.
is a legitimate world. I know the Blue Jays have kicked the taints out of us, but there is literally a world in which somehow or another they get cold and we stay hot and we end up winning the division. So
Yeah.
the Tigers are the only. I watched this video. There's this guy Robbie Hyde. I like his stuff on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He did. I think he's a Sox fan too. He did a like a tier list of all the A teams, B teams, C teams. He put the Red Sox, I think, in B. The only American League team that's in the A tier is the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's
Yeah.
the Dodgers, the Tigers, the Phillies, I think, like maybe the Mets as well. Like that's it. So there is a world in which we stay aggressive even if we go 500 these next couple weeks and we end up being super solid, you know?
Yeah.
I think we need to buy. There is pitching available and we do. I don't want to trade Jaron Duran. I was talking to JJ about this. He's like, damn, trade Duran. I was like, I don't really want to because I love Duran, but I think he is the obvious candidate to get traded.
It makes way more sense to trade Duran than it does to trade Abreu.
No, you can't. You
And you can't trade Rafaela. And
Nope.
Yoshida is not. No one wants him.
You can't. And literally, like, yeah,
And you can't trade Ref Snyder either because he's too good against lefties. Like
no.
Duran makes
And
the
he's
most
not.
sense.
He's not. People are not going to give up a lot for a platoon player anyway.
Yeah.
Duran is a starting everyday outfielder. He's a leader. He's proven that he can be really, really good. He runs the base as well. He's pretty solid. He's kind of had a rough year in the field, but not terrible. He's
Yeah.
been good in the field. Um, I don't want to see him go. I'll make that very clear. I do not want to see him go, but I think that he will go. I think he's the guy. I keep seeing the Padres links. I don't know if the Padres is the right landing spot. Somewhere, because he still has 2 years of team control, someone that wants to build for next year and is willing to give up a starting pitcher.
So I think like if you're talking about teams that would be a good fit for Duran, I think I mean in terms of teams that need offense and outfielders, I think you're looking at the Padres, the Mets, and the Phillies.
Yeah.
Um Phillies have a really healthy farm system, surprisingly. Like
Mhm.
so, I don't know, like it's not gonna there's not a whole thing where, they're just I guess what I'm trying to say is uh they may Duran may be a good fit for them, but I don't know how much they'd want him given that if they have a farm system that's healthy enough, they can fix that problem
Yeah.
internally.
100%.
Mets and Padres, I think less so that's the case. The question is like who do we get from these like could we get from these
That's the
clubs?
problem. That's the problem.
And I mean, I don't know about you, but like I'm not interested in prioritizing bats really at all in this deadline. Because I
Yeah, a
think
good right-handed power hitter would be nice, but besides that, like,
yeah, it would be nice. I'd like to find a backup catcher who's, not Connor Wong, of course.
yes, yes,
But the priority is like is pitching. Is like if anything, it's like we've won these 10 games in a row because our pitching has been uh healthy and been there. But that's not always a guarantee. So like I think yeah, prioritizing that. Do the Mets have a starter that they're willing to move? Like I don't think they are. I don't think is a free agent yet. Kodai Senga is too good to get traded.
they're not getting rid of him. No way.
Right. So like Padres have Cease. Like
Yeah,
if we can give them Duran and like a prospect or two and for Dylan Cease, like that's I think more that's a more realistic scenario. And
uh-huh.
that's a trade I think like that's a very valuable trade. Like I'm fine with trading Duran as long as we don't get
It
like
can't be junk. It can't be a
right.
half-ass trade. Yeah.
Like yeah.
Now, here's the other thing about Duran that I've thought of, and I don't see a lot of people talking about this. Duran is not on his walk year.
No.
This is not Duran's walk year. So there is a world in which a team like the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, teams that are literally stacked with, you know, walk year talent. In fact, Duran isn't a free agent until 2029.
Yeah.
There is a world, a very real world in which the Atlanta Braves say, "Man, we gave all that money to Profar and he was juiced. We signed Verdugo and he sucked. We DFA'd him. We need another outfielder. They have a lot of starting pitching, ironically Chris Sale being one of them, but we will take this guy on for the next 3 years and give you a starting pitcher. We are planning on building the next 3 years around this guy." I could very easily see the Diamondbacks doing the same thing. The
Yeah, we
Diamondbacks with Corbin Carroll, they're missing. They have two guys. They have Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll. I could see us getting a Zach Gallen, who hasn't
I,
been good this year, but
we
is
should go get
capable.
Merrill Kelly if we're going to go to
Kelly,
the get
right?
a pitcher
Kelly
from the
and
Diamondbacks.
a big package getting Kelly and maybe Josh Naylor. I don't
Mhm.
know, but Duran is a very interesting piece because he's proven he's an MVP caliber player. He's proven that he can play the outfield at a high level. He runs the bases, and he has 4 more years of team control. So
Yeah.
there's a world in which a non-competitive team right now says, "Hey, we're going to build around this guy."
And what's I think also really great about him is so like he's, you know, uh next year he would be his second year of arbitration, but he made a deal last off season with the Sox, so there is an option for I think it's a club option or it's like a vesting option where like if he I think plays a certain number of games or whatever,
Right.
an option kicks in for next season for 2026 at the same price as his current like his current salary, which is I think like 13 million. So like
Yeah.
you not only do you get him for team control for next year and then the 2 additional years of arbitration after that because he's a super 2 player, but
Mhm.
you at least for next year you get him at the same price that he was valued at this year, even though I mean, he's not as good as he was last year, but you know what I mean. Like
He's still good. He had a slow start. He's still good. I mean,
right,
it's not like he's
but
yeah.
year to year in arbitration, like the dollar amount always only goes up. So like this time, it's like you get Duran. It's like you don't actually have to spend more money on him next year when he goes back to arbitration. He's locked in on that contract for like at least 1 year. So then you don't have to worry. You can kick that can down the road to the year after next.
100%.
Um, I think with like I think the Diamondbacks would be a good fit. Like Merrill Kelly is
Yep.
good. I mean, he's really good. I have read before that the Sox are interested in a controllable starter, like long
Okay.
term, and that bothers me a little
Yeah.
because like that's gonna cost you a lot
A
more, like a
lot.
lot more. Merrill Kelly's he's 36 and he's gonna contract's
No,
gonna expire after next
he's a
year.
rental. He's a rental player.
Exactly, and that's what we need. We just need a rental for this year
Yeah.
to make the playoffs. Like you can bolster the staff in the offseason, but like for this year, let's just get
Yeah.
Kelly. Let's get somebody in there for 1 year and go. Cease, you can extend, of course. I was looking at him earlier, and I mentioned him last week too. I really think that there is, um, I think there's no harm in calling the Athletics and saying, "Hey, would you be willing to part with Mason Miller?
Yeah,
And
I think
what would it
he's a
cost?"
high. I would make him a priority because first of all, the A's just seem like they'll just do whatever. Like
Right.
I don't think that's out of the question. But he's dude, he's one of these guys. He reminds me of Crochet a lot. His numbers are solid, and I think playing for a good team, they'll his ERA will drop. He's what sitting around a 3.5, 3.6 right now.
He's just sitting at just over 4.
Okay, he's the same way though.
But
I think you're going to see a different version of him on a competitive team.
yeah, but also like I mean, with Miller, or it's like he throws 3 pitches. He throws a fastball that is like 105.
Yeah,
He throws a changeup that averages out at 92 miles an hour.
yeah.
um,
I can't even
and
believe that's a thing, but yeah.
he's only thrown that pitch like I think according to Baseball Savant, he's only thrown it 8 times this year,
Mhm.
and then he has a slider. I think so. He's mostly throwing the fastball and the slider, and I think part of his issue this year is that people are simply just picking up on when he's throwing the fastball. Um, and because you can hit like velo is not going to like screw you as much as like breaking balls are as a
Yeah,
batter. So I think like I'd love to get him over here and have Bailey be like, hey, here's a cutter or something. Like here's another pitch. Here's like we're gonna tinker with your mix. We're gonna
right.
throw more change ups like with like what I think like they did with Bayo at one point was like, let's get more off speed from you. I think really helped him. Like he's a guy where I'm like, oh, we got if he like tinkers with his mix, that's gonna unlock a lot more doors for him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we see that a lot too. Look at Clay Holmes, dude.
Yeah,
Clay Holmes was someone who was like throwing nothing but sinkers, and he went to the Mets. They worked out a changeup for him. They worked out a straight fastball. Bro, he's got like a 3.4 ERA as a starter. He's great for them.
yeah. I mean, I think it's really important, especially when you're a guy who throws really hard like Miller does. I mean, like I watching him pitch is like pretty awesome, honestly, because it's
Hmm.
just like holy shit, like
Yeah,
that
it's
is
unreal. It's
never
like
seen a pitch that hard
it's a
before.
crazy feat of athleticism. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
but that is that is a trick that only gets you so far. I mean, like
Mhm.
people like price at velo. Let's like that fastball. Yeah, fastball's moving at like over 100 every time. It also isn't moving. It's
Yeah,
just
straight. It's a
going
flat fastball,
straight.
which in the major leagues, 100 miles an hour is no longer an amazing I mean, it is, like I said, it's
It,
an amazing feat of athleticism, but it's not in the baseball world, it's like everybody trains to hit 100 miles an hour now.
yeah,
And if your ball is backspinning, if it's at the four seam spin and it's not tailing anywhere, you're going to get crushed.
like I think a two seam from Mason Miller, I think would be fucking diabolical.
Yeah, sinker, two seam, something like that. I mean, I'm a big believer in a two seam fastball. I
Like
think it's
a fastball
amazing.
with run is dangerous.
Yeah,
Um,
cutter, anything like that.
yeah. So
Um,
I think looking at Miller and again like he's I think still under team control. Like he's not in arbitration. I think for another year or two.
yeah,
Um, I think like that makes a lot of sense. I would be I don't know. How do you feel about trading guys like the password or like
I just
Mikey
think
Romero or Nick Sogard even?
yeah, Nick Sogard is more likely to get traded because he is kind of a super utility and he's more of an infield player. the password is interesting because I think we know what he's capable of. Like he's very clearly a good player. He is gonna run into the same problem that all of the big three ran into. Maybe not Campbell, but there's a log jam. There's a huge fucking log jam, especially in the outfield.
Yeah.
Where is he going to play? If we do not trade Wilyer Abreu, who at this point is starting to look like he might be a star player,
Yeah.
Cedon, you can't trade Cedon.
Yeah.
Where is he going to play?
So I just looked this up just now because a thought occurred to me. This I think highlights a question that is actually I think really important for both the trade deadline and the offseason after at the end of the year. Rob Refsnyder's a free agent
Yeah, so
after the season.
that was the guy I was going to say. I mean, I love Ref Snyder. He's probably not going to come back.
But I mean if I'm him, I'm like testing the market or
Definitely.
retiring because I think he doesn't want to play like
Well, he wants to be a coach. He's made that
yeah.
very clear. He wants to be a manager.
Yeah. So I don't think trading him is a good idea because he's too good at what he
No,
does for
no,
us.
no.
But yeah, I think like if that spot's open, it's like okay, then um does the password kind of fill that role? Is that possible? But I also think like he's such a good outfielder that like there is value in moving him. Like
That's what I was going to say. Is the password a part-time player?
I don't think he's
Because we're looking at the outfield that we have right now, probably sans Duran, maybe not, but it's going to be Anthony, Cedon, and Abreu. That is
yeah.
our outfield for the next like 5 years, most likely.
Yeah. I think like I think if someone, were to go down with an injury tomorrow, um like a long-term injury, like a Casas type thing,
Sure.
he's the guy you're going to call up. Like
Yeah.
he's in AAA. Like he's not if this isn't a long-term or a down the road kind of guy. Like he's coming. So I think
Personally,
it's
I wouldn't move him. I would not move him. That's what I wouldn't move him. Sogard, I would move. Unfortunately, I think Hamilton would have been a great trade piece, but like he's just not performing. Like he's going to be an add-on. Like people will get, hey, please take him.
yeah.
Um, which sucks. I love Hammy, but he's just not hitting well. I don't think I would move him, although again he is going to run into the logjam. I think there's other guys underneath that are more likely to get flipped. What's interesting is I keep seeing this pop up, and there's no way, but I do just want to entertain it on here for a second. What is the likelihood that the Red Sox put a massive package together and try to get Paul Skeens?
Oh, very. I think
With like Duran headlining that with 4 more years before he's an unrestricted free agent?
very low. I think that's almost
Because I
there's
keep
almost
seeing
no
like,
chance
the
of
top
that.
top landing spots for Paul Skeens. Like the Red Sox are number two.
Yeah, I think if the Red Sox are going to trade for Paul Skeens, it's going to happen in the offseason. It's not
Yeah,
going to happen now.
yeah,
Um, I also don't think Jaron Duran is a part of. I think if the Pirates want to trade him to us, it's going to be for prospects.
yeah.
Jaron Duran's going to for Bob Nutting. That is too much. 13 million a year is too much money.
Yes,
Um,
certainly.
but I would like that. Also, I think the thing is like you trade for Skeens, you're going to have to sign him to an extension right away. And I mean, Crochet ended up being like a real like that deal was like it was great that we got that done because it would have been so expensive now, but Skeens is going to be even more expensive. And
Yes, Skeens is a
I don't
sidearm
know if
and
John Henry does that.
I just think it's interesting. I wanted to throw it around because I keep seeing it. I'm like, what the fuck? Is
Yeah.
this a real possibility? Um, anyway, I think there's guys available. It's too bad Alcantara has been bad because I could have seen that happening, but I don't think at this point it's worth taking a risk. He's got like a 7 ERA.
Yeah, he's been like improving, but like
But
I
he's
don't
not he's improving in the sense of like I was looking at his last like 5 or 6 starts before we jumped on here. He's been improving in the sense of he's able to go more innings. He's throwing 6 innings. He's still giving up like 4 runs a game. Like he's not throwing quality
yeah.
starts. So I just maybe he's not ready yet.
Let me
Um
ask you oh,
yeah,
sorry. Let me ask you
go ahead.
this. Because you've talked both to me like just off the show and on the show, you've talked about Josh Naylor.
Yeah, I love
I'm
Josh Naylor.
curious. Do you like? It's a two-part question. Like, one, do you still think that we should trade for Josh Naylor? And B, Do you think we should? Who do we trade? Romy or Toro?
That's a hard question. The holdup is because obviously the oh, Josh Naylor just got traded
No fucking way.
to the San Francisco Giants.
No fucking way. Wait, that makes no fucking sense.
Oh, it's fake. I got deeked. Oh, it's fake. Oh, what a bro! I hate the internet. Come on.
Dude, was that like that fake talking baseball account?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's so whack. What the fuck is that? Okay. Anyway,
that's so
um,
funny. Oh my God.
okay. So here's the thing
That would
about
have Harry, think about it. They already have like six first basemen, including
although
Rafael Devers.
if you want to call him a first baseman. So here's the thing about Josh Naylor. From an offensive production standpoint, Josh Naylor is a beast.
Yeah.
He's a great offensive player. He's a really good defensive first baseman. He's a very, very good underrated defensive first baseman, especially at scoops. He's really, really good at picks.
Mhm.
He's a left-handed bat.
Yeah.
We have a lot of left-handed bats.
A lot of left-handed bats.
Like our best four hitters besides Bregman are left-handed in the lineup. We literally have like Duran, assuming he stays, our lineup is Duran, Anthony, Bregman, lefty, lefty, righty, Masataka, lefty, Story, Toro. Like there's a lot of left-handed guys. If we move Toro and bring in Naylor, I'm good with that. It's going to be tough for Romy because Naylor's an everyday player. Naylor is not coming in to be a platoon player. He hits righties and lefties both quite well. He's not like a
Yeah.
and he's the kind of guy, his swing plays with that pesky pole really, really well.
Yeah.
Who so I would say Toro goes. Toro's been a little cold lately. And I like him. I don't mean like get out of here. Like I don't want him to go, but like the platoon has been really, really good. It's a tough pill to swallow for Romy because Naylor, if he comes in, is going to eat up 70% of the innings. But Naylor's a fucking stud, bro. That guy is a stud. He's a great teammate. Everybody says he's a fantastic clubhouse guy.
Yeah. He's
He's
also
like,
such a weirdo.
yeah, I love the whole video. He's like, I want all the smoke. But like guys like that. There's like
Yeah.
comment, and then there's like the interview after that game where like John Boy made the video and he's like, "Oh, it's all my teammates. Like I didn't do it." Like he's a great dude,
Yeah.
and I think it's funny that like we moved on from Devers, who's like not a good teammate, and
Mhm.
maybe someone like that and who like everybody loves. Um, I think it's worth entertaining if there can be a package with one of the pitchers from Arizona for sure, and I think if that happens, Toro has to go. Um, I think Romy becomes a Naylor has a day off, or because he plays third and second as well. You know, he can play corner outfield. He just kind of becomes a super utility.
Mhm.
Um, I personally would love to see Naylor. I will be honest, Naylor has been one of my favorite players in Major League Baseball for like 4 years now. I'm
Yeah.
a huge Josh Naylor fan. I love his swing. I love his defense at first base. I love his attitude. I don't know if it actually makes sense at this point because our first base offensive production has been so good. And I think if one has to go, it's got to be Toro. I would say the trade is in the D category of likeliness to happen. I don't likelihood to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would not be opposed to it. I would love to see Josh Naylor in a Red Sox uniform.
Yeah. I think Naylor. I think trading for a bat, period, or at least a first baseman, I think is um going. I think unlike starting pitching and I mean we're always going to want to trade for a reliever. But like it's a known fact now that like we need to trade for a starter. And so
Yeah,
like we don't need to think about that. I think this run here, the first like the 2 weeks between like now and the deadline, I think we're going to be looking to see like, hey, this platoon situation, the two of them worked really, really well, before the break. Is it going to keep working? And just like in this, even though it's a small sample size, like see in the 2 weeks, like, oh yeah, it's still going. Like we can trust this and not trade
right.
for Naylor or a first baseman generally. I think the other, I think cause for hesitation with um trading for Naylor is that he's a rental.
He's
And
on a 1 year deal. Yeah,
right. But so like, I think the question is, do is resigning Naylor uh on the table? Like, is that something that the Red Sox want to do? I think it'd be hard for them to say that they don't like to trade for him and then not entertain an extension for him. But I also don't know that extending him makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's sort of three guys that I have the first base eye on. He's one of them. Ryan O'Hearn from the Orioles is another
Hmm.
one.
Also a
Um,
lefty, right?
Lefty.
Yeah.
I believe so. Reese Hoskins, but the,
Hmm.
the the Brewers have gotten hot, so I don't think they're going to move him. Yeah, I think maybe what I would say is the only real likelihood this trade happens is if there's a conversation of do we want to keep this guy for another 2 years? Like, is this going to be
Yeah.
like the first baseman? Because I don't. We've talked about it. And I love Tristan Casas. It's unlikely that he comes back and is who he was supposed to be. It's very
Yeah.
unlikely, and I hope that's not the case. But we need to be honest here. It is a business, right? Like you have to
Yeah.
cover so
Yeah.
that would probably be to me what happens with Naylor is if we package him with one of the two pitchers available from Arizona, it's a big deal. It's going to give up a lot of prospects. That is probably where like the password goes or something, and a
Hmm.
Jaron Duran goes. And there's a discussion of like, hey, this platoon has been working really well for this year, but these are role players. Do we want a starting first baseman for 3 more seasons? I think he's
Yeah.
only Naylor's in his 20s, I'm pretty
He's
sure. I don't
28.
so
So
he's still pretty young.
yeah, I'm looking at Spot Rack right now, and their calculated market value for him is 5 years, 100 million,
Sounds
which I
about
think
right.
is a little little
Might be a
low.
little high. Oh, really? I
No,
think it
I think
might be
it's
low.
I think for because of how much spending MLB does these days, and also like
Yeah,
I think Guerrero's $500 million
that set the
deal, like
bar for first baseman quite a bit. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be I think it's not gonna be like I don't think it's gonna be 200 million or more than 200 million, but like I don't think it's 100. Um, I and so like I again like that's the question is like is that are the Red Sox comfortable adding $20 million to their payroll every year for 5 more years?
Really depends if they think his swing plays at Fenway. If they think he's going to hit 25 plus homers every year at Fenway Park, then yeah, absolutely. As a first baseman, it is power numbers are the only thing that really matters. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I would say, and again, his defense is really good. Like, guys, like, go watch old Cleveland Guardians videos. Look at how good that guy is at first base. He's so good at reading the bag. He's so good at picking. His stretching is really, really good. Like, first base is a low value defensive position, but it's
Yeah.
still pretty important. We've seen Abraham Toro save our ass a couple times with some crazy, keeping his foot on the bag, big stretches. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know how important they think first base is. I don't know how important they thought Casas was going to be
Yeah.
because
I
he's a
mean,
he's a direct replacement to Casas. If they get him, then they're basically saying thank you, Tristan, goodbye. Like that's basically what's happening.
right. And like I don't know. Yeah, and like I don't even know what you do with Casas after that. Um,
Move him. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. How the fuck do I like pull up the spray chart thing
Uh,
um on baseball savant?
Savant. I don't know.
Why do they make this so fucking difficult?
Damn,
I
I'm just
just
I
want to
have in the
see
background. I have
I just
Mason
want to see
Williams
his
stats.
hits at Fenway.
Here, let's see.
Oh, here I got it. And then here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, here I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Yeah, man, I do love Josh Naylor. I would be really happy if we got
So this
him.
is Josh Naylor's spray chart at Fenway.
Okay.
He has not hit has he not hit a ton of only 11 home runs, okay. But you see like that's like this one's going to be a home run.
Yeah.
Like this is a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that one's. Yeah, like
I think he's a big kind of doubles guy.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, so I mean, yeah, I see your point. I still I
I
really
don't think
want.
it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen. I just like him. I am biased because I play first base. I love good first
Yeah.
base. I play good defense, and I love his defense. I said it at the beginning of when we started the podcast. We were making predictions, and I said I don't think. I think it's before he got traded or
Mhm.
signed with Arizona. Did he get signed or traded? I don't remember,
He
but
got traded.
it was before he ended up in Arizona. I literally said I like the Guardians and I love Josh Naylor.
Yeah. Dude, I want Pete
Um,
Alonso to opt out because and I want us to sign him in the
it's
offseason
not
because
gonna happen.
look at that.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Bro, he's like 5 home runs away from the Mets all-time home run record. Like he's gonna be Mr. Met. Like he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I think Naylor, if we want to go the actual first base non-platoon route, is the best option.
Yeah.
I think it has to be pitching though, and I think you're right. Merrill Kelly for a rental, solid deal. It's like, do you want to give Duran up, or is that a different guy? I don't know, but
Yeah. Merrill
I think
Kelly,
Kelly is.
Dylan Cease, honestly, Seth Lugo from the
Oh,
Royals.
I would love him. I love
Um,
Seth Lugo.
I think like you got to look at the teams that are out this year, and
Mhm.
yeah, I think those are all good options. Let me ask you: did you see what Tanner Houck said this like last
No.
week? He was asked about whether or not he'd be open to being a reliever, going to the bullpen, and he's I think currently in Worcester doing rehab.
Yeah, he's doing rehab.
He's not doing very well in rehab. But he said, no, he said I'm a starter, but I'll do like whatever the team needs, I guess. But he was like, I'm a starter.
He's trying to avoid the Devers backlash, but he doesn't want to go to the bullpen.
No, I mean, yeah, which I'm like, bro, you might not. I don't even know if you
There's no
make.
room for him in the starting rotation.
There's no room for you in the rotation. I don't even think there's room for him in the bullpen. Like, I don't know if I want to call him up.
Yeah, if he's a Whitlock 2.0 and is like a long reliever, that's maybe fine. That's what he was originally when he first
Yeah,
came up. He was kind of, but uh
but Whitlock. I mean, even Whitlock's not really a long reliever anymore. He's a one inning.
he's a setup guy now, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't think there's any room. Dude, Bayo has been so good. Giolito has been so good. Who drops out? Bueller even had a good start in his last outing. Like
Yeah. Oh,
Bueller's
I
the one
forgot
who
about
drops
Bueller.
out.
I don't. What do we do with him? Like,
I don't know. He's not. I mean, he's not. No one was gonna trade for him.
he's too
He's a guy.
expensive.
He's a guy that literally you have to like throw as an add-on. Like, hey, we'll trade you the password and you can take Bueller. Like
Yeah,
he's
and
not
we'll eat the money.
right. So
Like,
I just wouldn't trade him at this point. He's not worth it. But
yeah, and I mean,
he's the only one in the rotation whose spot is up for grabs, and he's been good lately. So I don't know.
yeah, he's also like he's a dog in October, so it's like I think there's also kind of like a we keep him, get to the
For
playoffs,
that reason,
he'll
yeah.
activate, that kind of thing. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm looking up Bueller right now. I don't know, dude. I don't know. We're in such an interesting position because we could go balls to the wall, but there's also just like not a ton available.
Yeah.
Who is the most like of the pitchers available right now? Cease, maybe Kelly.
Oh, also, I mean, if we were to deal with the Phillies or the Astros, there's Ranger Suarez and Framber Valdez.
Yeah, I don't think those guys are up for grabs. That's my opinion. I don't see Ranger Suarez should have been an all-star. I don't
Yeah.
see him getting traded. I thought about him at the beginning of this, but I doubt it. I don't know. Look, listen, I think we're clearly going to be buyers. I think pitching has to be the focus. That's the main thing. Is like all the Josh Naylor stuff is great, but like we don't need that. We need another capable pitcher, whether it's a really good relief pitcher, another starter that can slot in there. For Tanner Houck, like I'd rather see him in the bullpen because he seems to be capable first time through the order and then he falls apart.
Yeah, except for those two games where he gave up like seven
Yeah,
runs
brutal,
in the
brutal. That's gonna
first.
happen sometimes, but I would rather just have him in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Well, should we look ahead to what's coming? Because I think we have the
Yeah.
deadline. I think we have a kind of an idea of what might happen. I think we're pretty clearly gonna at least attempt to buy somebody. Um, which of these three teams, the Phillies, the Cubs, and the Dodgers, are you most concerned about?
I am most concerned. Honestly, I might be most concerned. Oh, wait, no, that's not where I wanted to go. Um, I might be most concerned about the Cubs.
Dude, I am too. I'm way more concerned. I'm actually not concerned about the Dodgers. The Dodgers have been playing terrible baseball lately, and
Yeah,
they're
dude, did I
all
tell you
banged up.
I bought tickets for game 3 of that series. I'm going.
Nice. That'll be great. That'll be
I'm
great.
going with a couple of friends of mine. We're gonna be in the center field bleachers.
Nice. Very
Yeah,
cool.
gonna be
But the
hammered,
Dodgers. No,
probably.
that'll be awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Dodgers are banged up. I mean, they're missing like four starting pitchers, and Dustin May hasn't been great. I think Gonsolin's hurt now too. Like they're, I don't know. I don't see them quite in the same light that I see. I think the Cubs are one of the most dangerous teams in baseball. I really
yeah,
do. I think they're very dangerous offensively. They went out and they lost Steele at the beginning of the season, and they like haven't missed a beat.
yeah. And I mean, P. Crow Armstrong is pretty
Such a
outstanding.
stud. Such a stud.
Yeah, I think the Dodgers are a little like I think this always happens, I feel like, for them at this point in the season. They get kind of worn out
Yeah.
pitching wise. Um, but so like I mean, I don't know, we'll see. Like it'll be so I've never I've seen Mookie play when he as a Red Sox, but only ever on the road. I've never seen him at Fenway before.
Oh, cool.
So it's gonna be, I mean, real weird. Um,
He'll get a big ovation, of course.
I yeah. Um, and but I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just really nervous. I think how the Cubs series goes will like kind of
Set the tone.
yeah for how I feel about the rest of it. Because if we're playing like we were in April and May, then like things
Bad news. Yeah.
aren't gonna be good.
It's interesting because I feel like the team plays up to their competition and down to their competition. I feel
Yeah,
like we play like I mean, we obviously blew out the Rockies and the Nats, but prior to that, we had played bad teams not very well,
yeah,
and then we would like crush the Rays away. So I don't know.
yeah. But
I
like
have a lot of confidence. I have a lot of confidence. I think it's going to go well. Even if we go 500 through these next three series, we're
yeah,
still 8 games above. We're still in a good place. We
yeah.
don't
What
need to. We don't need to win 10 in a row here.
right? I mean, well, at that point it'd be 20 in a row. Um, but I guess like yeah, to that end, like how out of these 9 games, like how do you think we will do? I guess or how do you think we need to do in order to keep stay alive or stay where
I
we're
think we
at?
got to go 500 over the next three series. So at we
That's
are at
impossible. It's 9 games.
so 5-4, 5-4,
Yeah.
4-5 would be kind of but we are at the Cubs. Hold on, am I looking at the wrong
No,
Cubs?
we're in Chicago and we're in Philly.
Why does it? Oh, I clicked on the wrong team. I was like, we don't play the Royals next. Red Sox. Here we go. I was looking at the wrong schedule because I'm a dummy. So we're in Chicago. Then we are in Philadelphia, and then we're home versus the Dodgers. Interesting. They're all 3-game sets. I think we're gonna. I would say 5-4. That's the goal. The goal should be 5-4. If you can finish those three series 5-4, I'm gonna feel pretty confident. You pick up a game on the 500 mark. You'll probably pick up a game in the wild card. I don't know what the Mariners are doing or any of our competition, but what the Rays are doing. That should be the goal. You just want to win the big stretches, even if it's by a
Mhm.
game or two.
Yeah.
Obviously, like having Crochet and Bayo pitching and Giolito the way they are, that inspires a lot of confidence for sure. I don't feel like we're going to be overmatched. I think keeping the bats silent from Philadelphia and Chicago is going to be really, really important. I actually think we have the best chance of sweeping the Dodgers. I can't believe I'm saying that because I think the Dodgers are a great team. They're just banged up. They're hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I think like I think maybe it's less about wins and losses and more about like I kind of feel like we have to win 2 out of the 3 or win all 3 series.
Yeah, I think five
Like,
and four would probably. I mean, 5-4 would be winning 2 out of the 3 series.
yeah. I mean, I don't think yeah, I also think like we just can't get swept. Um,
No, 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 no. Good teams don't get swept. I think we've only actually been swept once this year. Good teams don't get swept.
yeah, I think series wins I think matter, yeah, matter more at this point. If we're just winning, 2 out of 3 games
Right.
for the next like month, I think we are going to be, I think we're going to be even, better than A-OK. Like,
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Just winning all three series.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say
I'll take winning
six and
two of
three.
the three. I'll take
Yeah.
winning 2 of the 3, just as long as we don't get swept at any point.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Do you want to do Rose and Thorn?
Let's do it.
All right.
Um, my rose goes to the Texas Rangers,
Damn, you
who,
stole mine.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Because they gave Nathan Eovaldi the $100 All-Star bonus. Again, the fan vote thing. Sometimes guys don't get in that should get in.
Yeah.
I'll pick it. I'll pick another one.
No, no,
I'll
no,
give
you're
you.
good. You're good.
Yeah.
I have a different one. I can
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely. I was really impressed with that, and he's had a great season, man. I wish we still.
Fantastic season.
Oh, I wish we
We should
still
trade
had
for
him.
him.
I know. Fuck. I wish we had. He's done it before. He's gone back to the same team. I'm pretty sure before.
Yeah.
My thorn. Mm, I didn't really think about this because it's been the All Star break. I didn't really think about my thorn.
Hmm.
You go ahead, and I'll come back to me.
Okay. My rose, I'm gonna give to the Atlanta Braves for
Okay.
that showing at the All Star game of the video. It wasn't really a video, like the
Oh, that was
experience of the
super
air of
cool.
the Hank Aaron
Super cool.
715th
Super
home run
dope.
thing. The like light show on the field. I don't even know how to describe what it was. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was like really moving. Um, I didn't even realize that like July 15th, like 7:15, it was just really well done. Really enjoyed it. Always nice to pay tribute. I feel like Hank Aaron actually somehow doesn't get enough credit,
Yeah.
despite being
No,
like just
I agree. He's a not talked
yeah,
about enough superstar.
yeah. Do you
Cool.
want to do your thorn or
Yeah, my thorn has got to be Jazz Chisholm, dude.
for hitting like what 3 home runs,
Yeah, that was brutal, man. Brutal.
dude?
I didn't know he was in the Derby, and I saw him. I was like, is that Jazz
Yeah,
Chisholm? So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a silly thorn. I actually like Jazz a lot. I think he's a cool
yeah.
guy. But
But he's been talking a lot of smack this year and like not delivering on it.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't love that, but I like him. He's cool. What the hell, man? Like that
That
was
was
like,
so
oh god,
funny,
he's hitting a
so
lot of like
funny.
ground balls. Yeah, so kind of brutal.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
My thorn is for Dave Roberts. Um,
Oh,
because there was a press conference before the All Star game. It was him and Paul Skeens, and then Aaron Boone and Tariq Skubal. So it's like both starters and
sure.
managers,
And their managers.
moderated by Pat McAfee, who's already one of my least favorite humans
Ah,
on planet Earth.
I've never listened to that guy. I don't know anything. Like I don't
Such a
know.
fucking tool.
Okay.
Um, but like nothing there. Anyway, a reporter gets the opportunity to ask a question, and she says, "Hey, Dave, 4 years ago, the All Star game was supposed to be in Atlanta, and MLB moved it because of public pressure because of a voter discrimination law that was like disproportionately unfair to black people. And like you
Mm,
were very outspoken about like how we need to fight discrimination and we need to stand like strong in our beliefs. We're here in Atlanta for the All Star game. That law is not off the books. So what changed?" And Dave Roberts first pretends that he's like, "What? A woman talking to me? What the fuck?"
oh snap.
Like he pretended he couldn't comprehend the question. Like, "What are you saying?" And she repeated it exactly the same way. And then he goes on to be like, "Well, I'm not a politician. We're just here to like play baseball. We a bunch of good guys here." And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? Like that's
Mhm.
so uncool. Like that is
Yeah, he
like you
ducked it.
are like you have no beliefs. You believe nothing. You hypocrite.
He
Like
ducked it. Yeah.
just to be that fucking spineless, unacceptable.
Hmm.
Like
It's
honestly,
funny. My buddies who are Dodgers fans, they hate Dave Roberts. They're like,
I
ah, I hate
he
Dave
pisses
Roberts.
me
Yeah.
off like so much.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to really do anything but just like, you
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, it's just like, oh, cool. I didn't know Dave Roberts was a coward. That's
I'll have to
fun.
look that up. I didn't know that. That's too
Yeah.
bad.
Also,
Huh.
Pat McAfee was also doing a thing about like, I think it was about something political. I'm like, come on, you dipshit. Like,
I've literally like, is that the guy? he used to play football, I think, right?
I think so. And then he had Aaron Rodgers on his show a bunch, and Aaron Rodgers said a bunch of dumb bullshit.
Pat McAfee. Why do I not know? I feel like I
Oh,
know
he
so much.
also like
Oh, this. Yeah. I've seen him. I never listened to him, but I've seen this
he
guy.
also,
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is just egregious. Like he also had a whole other scandal where I think he like there was some bullshit rumor going around about how like the quarterback of a college football team, like how the girlfriend of a quarterback was like sleeping with the quarterback's father, and he like put that on blast on ESPN's air, like
Oh,
he talked about it on his show and
brutal,
like ruined this
brutal,
girl's life. And I'm like, you should go to jail, bro. Like you suck. You fucking
brutal.
suck. Like that's the
Damn.
kind of voices in the sports world that I'm trying to get rid of, you know? Like
Yeah,
that's
it's a little bit manosphere vibes, huh?
oh my god, it's unacceptable. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, that's my angry liberal rant of the day.
disappointing for Dave, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot to look forward to.
We do.
Uh, we shall see. It starts tomorrow. I hate the week of the All-Star game. There's no baseball. It sucks.
It's so boring.
I know.
What do I do with my
Like,
life?
there's already no sports. There's nothing. There's no
Yeah.
basketball. There's like nothing. So,
Yeah.
all right, man. Well, we will check in next week and we'll discuss the series gone.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, guys, as always, Spotify, Apple Music, Substack, Instagram, you know the
TikTok,
deal.
all the things.
Not from Boston. That's what it's called.
Hasta
All right.
luego, amigos.
Bye.